section. I'm about to discuss about the connections of the windings of an electric motor. Like we all know, electric motors are key when it comes to industrial process. In an electric motor, there are windings, and these windings have a way that they are connected. We have two basic ways or method in which these windings are connected. One, we have the star connection, and the other we have is the delta connection. But for our discussion today, we're going to be discussing first on the delta connection. The delta connection. So this section I'm going to take my time to explain. It's more of a theoretical section before we move into the actual practical section. But it's very important we have an understanding, the basic understanding about how this is connected theoretically. That's know the principle of operation. By the time we have a very good understanding of the analysis, that is in terms of the theoretical aspect, it will help the practical aspect. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that the theoretical aspect form a base or a basic for the practical understanding. Now we're going to be talking about delta connection, how electric motor windings are connected in delta. Delta connection. The delta connection is connected in this manner. We have three coils or three windings, and each of these windings have a start and a finish. That is, we have coil in this manner, where we call here the start and the finish. For these windings, we're going to be using the letter U, V, W to represent each winding. That is the standard used for the labeling of this winding. It is a universal standard in such a way that irrespective of your location, when you come across a winding or windings in delta connection, you know what that symbol means, or the alphabet used to label a winding. Like I said, we're using the letter U, V, W for the labeling of this winding. So it will follow in that order. First, you start with U, V, W, in that sequence. So first, like I said, we have one of the winding here. We'll call it the first winding. We'll call it the U winding. So the start, for the start, we call it U1. This end, we call it U1. The end here, we call it U2. The delta connection is in such a way that the three windings are connected end to end. The three windings are connected end to end. That is to say, the first winding, which is U, the start and the finish, and the next winding 2 is connected to the end with the start to the finish. In that sequence, like I told you, the next next winding is V. So the V now is connected to the end of the U, the finish of the U. So here will be the V winding. The start of it is V1. The finish of it is V2. Remaining one of the windings, like I told you, they are connected end to end. So now the last among the winding, which is the W winding, to connect it end to end, we're going to start with the start, which is W1, the end, which is W2. So you can see how the delta windings are connected. Start to finish U, start to finish V, start to finish W. So in the practical section, here we're going to be looking at the termination box on the electric motor. This connection is actually depicted in the terminal box. In the terminal box, you're not going to really see it in this fashion. It normally comes in this fashion. In the box, you discover that when you open the terminal box, you see 6 terminals. That's 2 sets of 3 terminals. As the first 3 terminals, you see in the terminal box look like this. You have, let's say, U1, V1, W1. The next set we have, from what we have here, to enable you to have a good understanding of how it is depicted in the terminal box, because in the delta connection, when we're dealing with the terminal box, that's the practical aspect of it. When the core or the winding is to be connected in delta, there are metallic strips you find inside, and if it is to be connected in delta, you discover that the strips are in this fashion. It is being connected in this fashion. The strip from here to the one directly opposite it, the strip here to the one directly opposite it, the strip here is connected to the terminal directly opposite it. What should that inform you? From what we did here, if you check where we have our W1, what is the next terminal that is attached to W1 is V2. If you look at V1, what is the next terminal connected to it is U2. And if you look at U1, what is the other terminal connected to it is W2. So you can see how this is depicted in the termination box in the practical section. So that is why those metallic strips are connected in this fashion, because of the way the windings of the electric motors are connected, as you can see in this fashion. So in your terminal box, the symbol normally used, or on the nameplate, the symbol normally used for delta is this symbol. Just trying to explain or depict or show you what or how the coils are connected. A triangle is used for that. So here is our termination box. So that's what you see in the termination box. This is how it's So this is a typical connection that is in the delta